Hey guys, Sean here. So this is gonna be a bit of a different video. Normally I focus on like the macro aspects of strategy. I'm gonna dive into like the micro in this video, but I also want to focus on the macro of the things that Fnatic did really well. So without further ado, I'm gonna break down this insane game from ShahZam, right? 31 frags, 5 first bloods, and the impact on these key rounds early in the game to keep Sentinels in this map. I mean, I can't even state enough how much impact this one player had on this game. I'm so proud of ShahZam for putting this up for NA. But yeah, let's just literally hop right in. I'm going to go straight into the first round just to show you guys what Sentinels was up against in this matchup. So you can see we're on Icebox here, and, you know, just the staple Fnatic utility suppression, right? This slow is actually going right here in the middle of the open. Shaz is pushing aggressively for information right off the get-go. He's playing aggressive, forcing the issue, getting information, telling his team where to rotate, and you'll keep seeing it. This is an ongoing theme throughout this entire game. So the slow is landing right next to him on the floor. He's holding the entrance. He has tens holding his rafters, and this Killjoy on Fnatic has this turret which holds both right push and left push, and she's playing off of it. It's such a good setup. This Sage has this alarm bot after she rolls towards B. Everything Fnatic is doing is really, really solid. On the other hand, you can see, like, you know, Sentinel, same thing. Zoms has this excellent wall at B, but it's countered by Mystic's wall. So there's a lot of stuff going on within the first couple seconds of this round. I don't want to get caught up in it. Shaz is posted on the pipes, getting tons of info. He just pinged. And you can see now he's actually making his way towards the catwalk. And he gets spotted by the turret. So the turret makes contact with him. So he's now in the mind of this Fnatic player. This Fnatic player doesn't know how many people are pushing the rafters right now. Is it 1, 2? Who's there? What's going on? Are they pushing A? Should we speed up this B hit? This is a lot of informational advantage going in the favor of Sentinels early in this round because of Shaz willing to take these risks and knowing how to back off with it. So he remains aggressive, stays on pipes, and you can see now Fnatic is grouping up at B. And now we're going to get to see the strength of Fnatic. Their executes. Because holy cow, are their executes in this game unreal. So I'm just going to fast forward a little bit here. Here it comes. Walls go up. The smoke actually travels to the top of the site. Watch this play between Doma and Durka. So the drone's coming in as well to clear into the smoke and into the top of the site. They're running through Viper snake bites. The Jet updrafts past it, plants up top in their Viper smoke. So their own teammate threw their Viper smoke to land somewhere near the top of site. I'm not sure if it's exactly in the top of site. The wall goes up right next to him, which we're going to see, to protect him. And we're now trying to get in a scenario where the Fnatic players are trying to roll back to mid and play a utility post plant with excellent vision on a top site plant. I have never seen a strat like this on Icebox. I mean, maybe it's just because we're in NA or something, at different regions, different strats, but this is an insane tactic run by Fnatic right here. So Shaz is already rotating over because he had that early A info. He dodges the Killjoy. He goes top site with Sick. You just heard his jump. He's now in the top site. Sick is knifing the wall. Shaz has his gun out. Shaz takes down their Jet and immediately gets on this spike. Immediately. And you can see these guys haven't even gotten in their post plant scenario yet. So this is the best case scenario. This would have never happened if Shaz didn't get that frag, if Shaz didn't quick rotate, if Shaz didn't get the early info. There's so many things he did right here this round. You can see the retakes happening. He's sticking the spike, and he's actually losing tons of HP right now. That's how important that frag was to get that quickly, and his reaction needed to be that quick because he would have died if it wasn't any quicker. He's now at 16. He jumps out, and he actually ends up taking down Mystic, I believe. Yeah. Just an insane opening round by ShahZam right there. So Fnatic, again, on this third round. This is the second round that I think Shaz has had insane impact, and you're going to see why. Fnatic busting out this crazy B wall. You know, they have massive utility advantage. Look at this. Look at this utility advantage. I mean, this is unreal. I mean, they're about to run away with the game because They won an eco round the round prior. And let's just see how this plays out. So Durka's clearing up close. You can see Zom's wall just being really annoying. Boaster gets as close as possible by the box. Drones again. Durka pops Blade Storm. And they start working up. You know, it's just that standard hit here. The wall goes up. Perfect wall. Leaves just a tiny gap for him to plant in. Everything is just textbook right now from Fnatic, right? Durka's guarding the planter from top of yellow. There's shock darts going in just in case you want to push. It's so well orchestrated. How on earth does Sentinels win this round? So Shaz is rotating back sight right now. Durka, this is a bit of an overextension from Durka, but I have to give credit where it's due. Look at the rotate coming in from Sentinels. I mean, there's 5 players here. There's 5 players here. There's no 1A. They've definitely looked into Fnatic's style. They're quick rotating this game. They don't normally rotate this heavy. So that's a call probably from ShahZam. ShahZam plucks Durka out of the sky. Jet diff. Runs up fearlessly because he hears the spike go down. He knows he has the retake wall up. So he has time. He has time to make this play right now. And he takes it immediately. Dashes past this Sage. I mean, he was winning the round no matter what. But this Sage is now super confused and is just dead. Because now he is... he's created a scenario for the Sage where he's going to be over here and his teammates are going to be like in this zone, you know? And there's just no good solution for the Sage, right? You can see, I believe the Sage kills him. Yeah, but it's over at that point. It's over. So the retake comes in. And again, Shaz has his fingers all over a Sentinels round, right? Let's hop into the next one. Just go straight into the next round. All right, guys. So here's round 7. This is the most insane round of the entire game. I think this is probably the most pivotal round. This is the swing round of the game in my eyes because Doma has a res. They've gone on a massive round win streak, and they've won like these trading rounds, which, if you know from 5v5 shooters where economies are involved, trading rounds always favors the attackers, right? So early on in this game, Fnatic ends up having a massive advantage at this 4-2 score line, trading the rounds, and they have a res on deck. And they're busting out a pocket strat that I have never seen before. So this Sage is lining up a slow back here, and it's going to go on the boiler ramp. We have Jet holding on top of Tube, and her play is the dash here. This Sova is actually going to launch a recon arrow that lands pretty much where Shaz is standing right now, but he won't be there for very long. And then Viper is actually lining up a smoke for here, which is incredibly innovative. And why is that innovative? Because if you think about this A split and coming through mid and all the people that you would contact with, right? You would have to deal with this Viper, potentially the Sage rotating through spawn. This Jet would have vision on that. This Sova could roll back and have vision on that as well. Tens could be able to rotate and have vision on that too. There's a lot of distance, time, and stall utility that could be used on this route to A, right? This is not an easy route, and that's why you don't see it a lot. But using utility like this to do it makes it possible. So keep that in mind when watching this clip right now, is just all of the things heading Sentinels' way and how quickly they are to react to them. They're so quick to react to them. Sage is just waiting. And you just feel the tension building. There it is. All right. So the slow's coming in. That's the Viper smoke zone right there. Holy cow, this is excellent observing. I just have to say, hats off to the observer. You can see Durka makes contact with 6, so he knows exactly where the mid player is. At this point, the picture is so clear for Fnatic. So he drops down. He's going to smoke this. The recon's going to go right behind this ramp. The slow is already there, so they know no one's going to peek this anymore. It's slowed. Sick is going to immediately drone. The reaction to do this, look where Shaz is right now. He's rotated back to A based on probably info that Tens gave him that Killjoy's here, and you know, like, he hears some stuff. So he rotates here. Watch how quickly he rotates back based on what just happened to Sick. And it is so important that he does this. So decisive. So he's already rotating back. This is Boaster's arrow, and it gets 0 pings because Shaz is so decisive with this movement. So he comes in. He ends up breaking it. Oh, he actually gets 1 ping, but no one's there yet. It could have potentially double pinged and got Sick at this point if Shaz didn't rotate, but it doesn't. So Sick rotates back. And now Dirk is tagged with a drone. Excellent play by Sick to do that, right? Takes Dirk out of the play. Entry fragger, Jet. They need that person going first. He can no longer go first because he would die through the smoke. He's tagged. So now Sage is working up. She's actually walling right now, as you can see. This is it right here. It's in the process of being constructed right now. So this wall, I couldn't have stopped it actually at a better time to give myself a little bit of credit. So Shaz, you can see, is holding this line through the smoke. He doesn't see anything. He's looking through the smoke, but he hears the wall. He hears the wall. So what does he do when he hears that wall? Watch this. Boom. He takes Sage out. The wall goes up. Shaz recognizes the strap immediately. He's rotating heaven. He pulls out his op on the rotate. Boom. Takes out the Viper. Tens dies to Boaster. And now he knows Dirk is below him. And the other player's moving towards the site. He's going to reposition, hold passive. Takes out Boaster. Comes out. And just jet diffs him. That's just... I can't even say how impressed I am with every micro decision ShahZam has made thus far in this game at all of the key moments. But let's not get caught up here. Let's not get caught up here. You know, there's more to watch. There's more to see. So let's keep watching. All right, here we go. Round 10, right? This is a very unique round in this whole thing where Shaz has this opening aggression. He has success, and yet they still failed to win this round. And it's because of how solid Fnatic's play is. Even with a bye like this, you can see the momentum of this game has shifted drastically from those key moments that ShahZam had in the rounds prior. But let's see what happens here. So Shaz, again, forcing the issue. He's going along the rope. You know, he's going onto pipes. He hears that jet updraft. He heard that just now. So he's whipping over in this direction. And you can hear the arrow actually coming out of Sick, I believe. So the arrow's coming in, and it hits right there. There's that Sage slow. You can feel Fnatic just trying to shut down this aggression. They're trying their absolute best to make sure this isn't possible. They don't want ShahZam to do this, right? Like, this is very important that they don't allow him to do this. So they're trying to kind of switch things up before this B hit. But it's still going to be a B hit. That's why the spike's over here. So Shaz is looking. He's forcing the issue. He has this dash in his back pocket. He knows he can make a play. And he's pinging. He says, there could be a guy here, right? Be careful of this, guys. I'm going to rotate around. I'm going to go back and reposition. He hears a drone now. He's going to reposition. He's going up into the site. And he takes out Durka. Like, that is an insane opening for this round by Shaz. Fnatic is doing everything in their power to make this not happen. And they just can't stop this man. So they regroup now, head towards B. They have the wall up. They have the Sage wall, so... I mean, everything should go pretty well. Boaster's droning through mid. You can see he's taking his time. He's trying to draw a rotate. That's what he's mainly trying to get attention to him, right? He's trying to get eyeballs on mid instead of on B. Just, hey, look over here. But really, the play is actually over there. So you can see right when that happens, great wall from Dapper. Shuts down this mid split. The recon comes in right away from Sick, and that paints such a clear picture, right? Immediately, it's just, you know, everyone left, 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 and it's okay, because if you look where Shaz is, he's telling them, he's telling his team, get out of A. It is definitely not an A hit, right? So this is about as B heavy as you would want to get in a 5-on-4, right? You're shifting one player over. Every player moves a little bit left, besides Shaz, who has this full control. So, Fnatic's grouping up by A. They get as close as possible. You can see Magnum getting close. And boom, swing. And that's a big, big pick. You know, I don't think Sentinels thought a dry play from Fnatic was possible because they're so tactically heavy. You see the wall comes up. And Boaster's lurk mid now is coming into fruition. And the round is just very, very strong at this point. You can feel all the utility from everyone. The reposition from Boaster is fantastic. And this low buy now, it just leaves Shaz alone with Bladestorm. The round's just literally over. So he gets a kill, ends up getting taken out. I just want to show you a round where it works out in Fnatic's favor. All right, let's keep going though. ShahZam is an absolute animal. That's the moral of the story. I shouldn't have doubted him and just kept playing it through the whole time. So you can see now he's switching it up. He's playing this mid area and he's pushing. He's pushing. He uses 6 arrow for info. And at A, you know, Tens is playing a little bit aggressive, right? He's just feigning pressure a little bit, gonna end up falling back. And this is really good if you're Arena because you just dismiss away and get that pick for free. So he's just being a little bit annoying over here. But what's more important to look at is how scared Fnatic is to peek these op lines now. They have the fear of God in them from what ShahZam has done to them in these rounds. I don't think they normally get picked like this. So you see ShahZam again pushing the issue, you know, and he knows exactly where to stop, right? He stops under the tube. He's holding this rotate. He doesn't know what side he's going to get peeked from, right? He could get peeked from left. He could get peeked from right. It could go either way, right? It could be... The spike is by B, so that would incline you to believe it's going to be a B hit, but you really don't know. And you could see Boaster is over here at A, and instead of, you know, droning aggressively like he has been up in these zones, you know, like he's been actually droning from pretty aggressive spots. Look how passive he's left to drone now. He's too scared to drone aggressively. They need the drone to take control of these areas. ShahZam has forced them into doing this. So now he's opping in mid. Boaster's droning through A just so that way, you know, they can push him back, and that way he can't be a solo A player. They're terrified of the solo A B stack. But ShahZam is an A. He's mid. And you can see, now Mystic throws a smoke right at ShahZam's feet. So what is he going to do? He just immediately starts moving forward. No hesitation. No hesitation at all. Just goes right through the smoke, takes the DK damage. And this is where it gets even more impressive. Like, he's hearing the updraft over here at B, right? So he's hearing this stuff going on at B. He knows from his teammates that this drone's over here at A. So he can't calm B, he can't calm A, he can't do anything. He just has to wait for the info. And the info is going to be someone's coming this way or someone's coming this way. No matter what, though, ShahZam is going to get a pick this round, right? That's what he has decided in his head. And goddamn, is it true. You can see Doma's aware. Doma's aware that this could be a possibility. Like, he's super aware of it. These guys know how to not get picked against the U teams. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Waiting for the jiggle peek. Waiting for the jiggle peek. Toss him a little shoulder. There it is. So Doma tosses him a jiggle. He doesn't fall for it. And in fact, he does the correct play. He pushes further into the jiggle peek. He doesn't cower away passively, because if you move back, you're in the next angle that gets jiggle peeked. But if you move forward, you're in the place that he doesn't expect you to be. So Shaz moves forward, takes the angle, and he catches Doma before he can do the second jiggle peek. It's just actually unreal. Simultaneously, Tens gets a pick at A, but the round's not over yet, guys. The round is definitely not over yet. So the B hit comes in, the Viper wall's up, the Viper smokes up, Jet smokes top site, the spike has been grabbed, Killjoy is lurking mid. Well, how can this round possibly be won? The round could definitely be won if ShahZam takes his eyes off of this mid lurk. If he, for 1 second, gets too cocky because he's having a good game and rotates to B and leaves mid open, which is such a possibility if you're having a gangbusters game like this. It is such a possibility to ego your way to the B site as an over rotate. But you'll see what happens. So Dapper comes through the wall. He takes the Tens out top site. But Shaz is super aware. Despite this stuff going on, he remains focused, right? And this isn't even Magnum's fault. If I'm an in-game leader, I tell my lurker to be contact, like third contact in this scenario, right? You know, he waited for these kills to happen. Shaz didn't turn his head. Shaz waited. And guess what happens the second Shaz gets that kill? Watch how he uses this dash. He immediately focuses B. Here's the spike plant, dashes up. You heard him updraft. He's going on top of that box, boys. Boom. Just unreal. Unreal. I am so impressed. All right, so Sentinels is starting to run away with this game. You see they won the pistol, they won the eco, and they even won the bonus round. So this is the first, in my eyes, like real round of the half for Fnatic, right? Their first true full buy versus full buy. This is what they expect. Everything's going according to plan, kind of. Well, they're down, but check out this early round setup they have. Look how complex this is, right? Watch this wall and watch what ShahZam's going to do. So ShahZam is actually transferring now into a lurk spot. He's now a jet op lurker in this round, right? And EU's about to get a taste of some NA ranked play right here. So here's the wall coming up out of Doma. The wall here. That's going to allow both him and Durka to push actually super aggressively right here on this box on the minimap. You see Jet, the reason why she starts up here is to throw this smoke over here. It's a one-way smoke. Boaster is going to, I believe, recon and drone. It might just be a recon. I actually wasn't really paying attention to his utility kit before. So a shock dart actually at the corner in case anyone's going to aggress on him. So these two are pushing together now. And there it is, the recon. And you can see right away, the drone from Sick tags Durka. And that is just so valuable because these guys had to shoot at this drone. I mean, just the utility usage from Sentinels, the counter utility usage. They don't have these pretty three-person set plays, but they react perfectly. And that's what's lost a lot of the time when you watch them, is how quick they are to react in the exact perfect ways, right? It's very, very difficult to do this. So you can see the frags trade out. But guess what? There's a res on deck. Dapper has a res, and this guy is so aggro. So he gets resed, and you can see now, like, these two are just fighting super aggressively, and this is where Shaz comes into play, right? He is still lurking this mid spot. He's holding this line and stopping the rotate. It's just, watch him just end the round right now. So he ops Magnum in mid, and now we get to watch him. He's now pushing up towards tube. Mystic's like, oh shit, what do I do? He updrafts. Oh, you done fucked up, Mystic. You done fucked up. You dead. And just like that, Sentinels find themselves on 11 rounds. Okay, I wanted to show you guys this round just so that way you can get a taste, just a small taste, of what it feels like to play against one of these top EU teams. All right, so let's just watch how this B hit plays out. Let's watch what Sentinels tries to do, right? What are they trying to do to stop all this stuff? Well, Shaz is going to pop his Blade Storm early. You can see not much A pressure actually going on over here. I believe the Sage is, yes, the Sage is just holding for the updraft. She's expecting, you know, the updraft daggers, actually. That's what she's holding for. Shaz is actually in mid, though. The smoke is going to go up from, I believe, Dapper. No, I'm sorry, Zoms. That's what I meant to say. Double updraft over. So he is, she's clearing out all of B for his teammates with his Blade Storm. Because he has an op, he probably isn't going to end up using those updrafts later in the round anyway. So it's a really cool opening to a round like this to try to end the game, right? They're trying to get that 12th round and really force the issue towards the end of the game before things spiral out of control. So he ends up getting pinged by Recon. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Durka takes the angle away, similar to what ShahZam did last half, actually. They work up towards B, and you can see this is where stuff gets really squirrely. So Mystic is back here as Viper. He has put his smoke on the ground over here, and you can see Magnum is over here in halls, and he has an alarm bot here and a turret here. So if you want to push up along the wall and into spawn or aggressively, you're going to have to be dealing with a lot of Killjoy utility. If you want to play in the default spot, which is what Sentinels wants to do, I mean, shit, we're going to see everything right now. Let's just watch it. So the hit comes in. Wall up. What do we see right away? The smoke is activated. There it is. You hear the snake bite come out. He went from 2 to having 1. So he snake bited the plant location with a smoke. And for those of you unaware, that will kill you in about 4 seconds. It kills you really, really quick. So you can see all of that stuff starts to fade. He took down the smoke. And Sentinel's just kind of waiting, right? They're waiting for all this util to die down. They're just waiting, right? And there it is. They've waited long enough. They arrowed the wall. So now what? Dapper walls, he goes to plant, and there's the second snake bite. This is so annoying. And there's the smoke. So now Dapper is literally dying at an incredibly fast rate. Watch his HP. He gets out of here with 30. But now they have no wall. They don't have a wall to plant behind. So things have changed drastically. Like, that isn't just like a forcing the utility out the defense kind of thing. Getting the wall out is a massive win for Fnatic. And they know that, obviously. That's the whole purpose of the setup. And they have 4 people around B because the Sage is playing aggressive. So Shaz smokes top site. They are going to go up for the plant again now, right? Let's see what happens now. So they go up for the plant again. Tens uses his second flash. Mystic ends up spamming Sick through the smoke because he just has this nerd lineup where he's just, you know, spamming down this line. It's just so free if there's no Sage wall and nothing to stop you, right? So he spams someone through there. Dapper is going to end up trying to plant over behind this little piece of the wall. He's like, all right, well, we're going to get spammed if we plant over here. So let's try to aggress a little bit further along the wall. Maybe that's the play. Let's see. The alarm bot goes off. He's like, nope, 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 nope. His teammates are falling everywhere. Shaz missed the guy top site. And literally the round's over. Just based on utility usage. I don't even feel like Fnatic really like owned them super hard. I mean, this is kind of filthy. Durka just op Shaz straight through the Viper wall. And the round's over. Yeah. But that is what Sentinels is up against in just straight 5-on-5 rounds. And that is why ShahZam opening up the first half is so important in my eyes. I honestly think that if Shaz didn't find those opening frags and didn't have that success, this match probably plays out very differently. This is Fnatic's pick. Keep that in mind. What a wild ride this game has been. All right, here's round 23. Dirk is opping aggressive B. The arrow comes in. He smokes it off. Sick immediately drones. He ends up breaking the drone. Shaz cuts the space right away. The second the drone tags, you can see actually Sentinels aggressively moving up. Tens is aggressively lurking through mid. They're playing super fast pace right now, right? Dirk gets his pings off, the 3 pings, and then he moves back. He wants more. Watch how ShahZam deals with this, though. I think he deals with this so well, even though he actually gets taken out. So Shaz is jiggle peeking. They're all jiggle peeking. He smokes the right side of yellow and dashes into it on an opper. Now, this is where it's quite unfortunate because I think if they had like a better flash comp, Dirk is absolutely cooked here, right? Like, there's just no shot. But because Shaz doesn't really have much good utility to work with, I would imagine they want these snake bites for the spike. I would imagine they want these shock darts for the spike. You know, there's not much for him to work with other than kind of just dry peeking this guy. So the slow comes in. Shaz immediately swings with it. Durka hits a great shot, but now he's done. Like, he can't do anything because of how Shaz cut that space. He's stuck. He's getting mollied now. He has to updraft, and they trade him out, right? Tense has lurked through the boiler now and into this spot right here. Gets a great kill on Magnum, right? And super, super aware of what comes next, right? He is very aware of what all these possibilities. Zoms works up, ults the spike, and Dapper goes to plant the spike. Notice, this will give him his ult. Shaz is going to come back into this round. So there it is. Shaz comes back into the round. The Viper ults down. This is 11-11, most important round now. I mean, before it was probably round 7 for the early part of the game, but this is what's going to decide, you know, how this game plays out this round. And it's still up in the air, right? It's still so up in the air. Boaster just used his ult. He recognizes Sick has his ult. He doesn't really have much to work with, so he's going to go on the flank now. So Boaster's going to flank. Sick is going to line up, ready to ult. And guess who saves the day? This is just unreal. So Sick is in this corner, this little nook, and he is ulting across the spike lane and into the site. This is an insane ult for a Sova to do. But we are in a 4-on-4 right now, and this is anyone's round, right? Especially with this lurk going on. You know, one, potentially two, are probably going to be around this Viper ult. So this flank is great. This flank is great coming out of Boaster. I'm not going to lie. Like, I would want him to do this if I were in-game leading this team. So he's trying to make the play to win the round. He hears this Sova ult. But if you look where ShahZam is aiming right now. He is so aware. He's in the middle of this corridor guarding his Sova ulting. He's just hyper aware. After dying this round, he's not flustered. He's always thinking the right thing, instinctively making the right play. He protects Sick, takes out Boaster here, and that might be the biggest frag of the entire game, right there. You can see these guys are all over the spike. It's just pure chaos. Shaz grabs another. And Magnum gets that frag. But look, no time. No time. So we're now in the last round of the game. You know, not very good economy for, honestly, either team. Both teams are feeling the pain of how close this game is, how back and forth it's become. And you can see that. Like, Shaz couldn't invest past the Blade Storm despite winning the round prior. You know, Zombs is stuck on a Bulldog after winning the prior round. This isn't a perfect buy. Tens only has one flash. There's so many things that just you would want to be better if you're up 12-11, you know. So something to keep in mind. Whoa, Durka now. Just dashing in. So Durka's playing a bit aggressive over there. B. You can see Shaz actually just kind of holding mid with his Blade Storm out. He's just lurking around. All of Zom's utility falls now. I'm sorry, that was actually defense wall. Zom smoke. So Shaz is now lurking the tube with this Blade Storm. A fantastic place to have it, in my opinion. Because once you hit the top of that corridor, it's all close range battles. So Magnum's working up now. Gets tagged by the drone, right? This is very important information. So they now know two people are aggressively holding this B corridor. They've both made contact, right? Shaz recognizes this. And the second they start hearing stuff from these three, that's where the lurk comes into play. That's where these two make their money this round. So these guys are just, you know, hightailing it out. And Durka actually gets caught by the Bulldog. What a big find by Zoms right there, right? And you can see with that kill, that is when the lurk is activated. This is very important, right? This is very important. These guys are not making individual plays. They're not. They are using rotations and frags and information from their teammates to then get activated. And that's what Shaz does here. The second that frag goes down, works his way up tube. Tens gets the frag, Tens gets another, gets traded. We're in a 4-on-2, right? This is still winnable. This is Valorant, man. Like, there's fucking ults everywhere. You know, wall for the spike defuse. There's so many things that go wrong, right? There's so many things. Shaz has lurked his way into the spot, and he's not overextending. He's not just trying to end the game by going up drafting out here in the middle of the open. He's not trying to challenge someone anywhere. He's letting the fight come to him. And you are dead in the side of the head. And Shaz is rolling back to his team. Despite being in a 4-on-1, being up 12-11, he's not taking this for granted. I'm so fucking impressed with this guy right now. I'm so fucking impressed. Boom. Over. Just like that. That is the most impressive game I've ever seen from an in-game leader. Ever. Damn. Sentinels proving they can hang with the top of EU, doing it in a much different way. And their leader is, I give all the credit in the world to him. Hats off to Sentinels, man. They have made it to the upper bracket finals. We're waiting to see, you know, if they can actually push through and win this event. I think the play coming out of ShahZam, Tens, is phenomenal. And I don't know if a team can slow them down. If they're going to play like this, I don't know if a team can slow them down. With that said, this utility from Fnatic is not going to go away, right? So that will remain the same for sure. The same things will happen, right? You'll be put in uncomfortable scenarios. Are you going to hit the shots in those uncomfortable scenarios? In this game, ShahZam did every single time, right? every single time. So I want to definitely look out for that moving forward. But I want to know what you guys think, honestly. Like, do you guys think after this series, because Sentinels NA's best, right? Fnatic is definitely up there in EU. What do you think about the regions? Do you think this game shows how close the regions are? I think this game is one of the best games I've ever seen in Valorant. This was such a good game. It was like skill and just like aggression versus this tactical style, and we had a 13-11 scoreline. It couldn't have been a better game. So much back and forth. I want to know what you guys think. What's the better region? Because honestly, I do not know anymore. Sentinels has proved me wrong. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. This is a different style. You know, I dove into the micro because my boy ShahZam, and I had to give him credit because this is a special game, man. This is a special game, and he deserves credit for this game. All right, let me know what you guys think. Peace out, guys.